So we came down to help my sister renovate her kitchen for this week. So we've been kind of in and out, and we kind of put a pause on our things up at the ranch, and we're going to help her out this week and try to get everything wrapped up so that we can get countertops in hopefully next week. That means we need to replace the drywall behind all the cabinets. We're going to skim coat anything and smooth out the walls, finish all the drywall work, reinforce the subfloor in a few soft spots, relocate lighting, and then we'll get everything primed and painted, and then we can install the cabinets. We've got flat pack cabinets we're going to install and have them ready to go. We're going to try to do that all this week so that the countertop guys can come in, build their templates, and get the countertops built. We want them to come in this week to do that. Our original plan for this little pony wall was to cut it down from bar height to countertop height and allow the countertops to overrun the top of the wall. However, when we got into it, we realized it was only framed with 2x3s and was actually pretty flimsy. So ultimately we decided to take it out and we would reframe it with some sturdy 2x4s and make sure that it was very stable.
So we're doing my sister-in-law's kitchen. So day one was demo. So I'm just gonna show you around really quick. It looks really good in here already, and it's pretty exciting to see a kitchen. It's kind of stressful, you know, to go without a kitchen for a week. So we're just gonna really work hard, all of us. And they got two strong boys, my nephews, that are just helping a ton, and they're doing really great. So anyways, day one done, and we'll see what we get done tomorrow.
We did have some soft spots in the floor that we had to come in, and there had been some previous repairs done on the subflooring. Where the sheet ends butt up together, they didn't have any support bracing underneath those open edges. So it would flex and give, and they had soft spots that they experienced. So we took the time to peel those open and put in bracing behind and back supports.
In the town on the hill where the apples grow, the church bells ring every hour or so. I took a little walk just to see the ships coming in. The sun rose up right above the highway. Black, blue, red, yellow, golden skyway. It's like the day that you jump into the wind. I can't go back down to that water again. These old muddy shoes keep on walking streets. Someone's bride buying Egyptian sheets. The window display of some little store in town. And there's my reflection against the morning light. Hello, Mr. Ghost, Mr. Skeleton White. You better comb your hair, you better wipe that George Clay off your brow. You better stand up straight, man, these people hardly recognize you now. Lord, carry me like a sailing ship. Comfort me before I slip around the dark side of the moon. All this spinning around hurts my head. I just sit here lonesome for you. There's a million things I would rather do instead. I know it takes a lot to change a worried mind, and I know it takes a year to see the warm summertime. But I'm made of nails, man, made of tombstone and tall, tall trees. But a tombstone fades and the nails will rust. Tall oak trees, they all turn to dust. A little every day, it's so slow that you can't even see. I guess I'll try to find another thing to be. Lord, carry me like a sailing ship. Comfort me before I slip around the dark side of the moon. All this spinning around hurts my head. I just sit here lonesome for you. There's a million things I would rather do instead. I just sit here lonesome for you. There's a million things I would rather do instead.
At this point, we took a moment to lay out the new flooring that they had chosen to make sure that they really liked the color and the look of it as it sits inside their space. Once the kitchen is back together, they're going to install this flooring all throughout the living room, kitchen, and laundry room. So they wanted to make sure that they really did like it before they bought 25 boxes of it. Ola came over after working as we were all catching our second wind. Now that we had the electrical finally resolved, the plumbing corrected, and the subfloor all reinforced, we were going to work late tonight and make sure that all of the drywall was completely hung and ready for mud and tape. So we wrapped up day 2 last night pretty late, and we got the second day done. So we had all the drywall hung with the exception of the little pony wall here. We still needed to build that, but we had to sort through the cabinets to make sure we had a piece of the cabinet, an end plate, to know exactly what the height needs to be. Because this pony wall is going to be the same height as the cabinet, so that the countertop will float right across the top of that wall and extend for a foot past as a bar seating. So today we've got the pony wall built. All of the drywall is completely hung and finished, and Ola's been doing the hot mud, and she's got most of the hot mud finished up. I think she's on her last batch of hot mud for preparations, and we're going to float out some of the bullnose with that. I think we've got all the boxes already set. There's a couple of transition places where we're transitioned from new construction to old construction, where there's a little bit of a surface deflection that we're floating out with the hot mud, and then we'll be in good shape. So she's going to put that on. We're going to give that an hour or so to cure up, because that's 90-minute hot mud.
Yeah.
So we'll give it an hour and a half, maybe go grab some lunch, and then we'll come back and we'll get everything taped on the initial tape joints and screw holes hit, and then we'll probably call that a day so everything can dry up real good. And then tomorrow we'll come back and start skim coating the walls to floating out this texture transitions. Same with back here, and then this little bit of drywall that's left of the pre-existing stuff, we're gonna skim coat all that and float it out. So we'll probably come back tomorrow and start skim coating all the texture to get that leveled out. We'll go from there. End of day 3, we have the texture floated out on all of the back walls. And we've hit the tape joints and the first leveling coat on everything on the new walls and the transition spots between the new and old walls. We have the pony wall up and everything's ready there. Pretty good accomplishment for just 3 days of work, so it looks good.